Ordinarily, when a phenomenon such as Glicked, Gladiator 2, and Wicked premieres and takes the box office by storm, it's at least a few weeks before something else comes along to take the throne. However, the release of the highly anticipated Moana 2 has proved to be a formidable opponent for Gladiator 2 in the arena while also defying gravity to reach higher heights than Wicked. The Disney sequel starring Dwayne Johnson and Ollie Carvalho earned $135 million at the domestic box office over the Thanksgiving weekend to bring its overall total in the U.S. to $221 million. Pair that with $165 million from international markets, and Moana 2 has amassed a global box office haul of $386 million after its first weekend in theaters. Despite falling out of the first and second place spots, Wicked and Gladiator 2 still had a strong second weekend at the box office, with the Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande-led musical scoring another impressive $80 million to add to the domestic pile, only a 29% drop from its opening weekend. Thanks to its second weekend haul, Wicked's domestic box office total is now $262 million and its international haul is up to $96 million. Bringing its worldwide total to $359 million. Meanwhile, Gladiator 2 fell further, dropping 44% on its way to earning another $30.7 million while also playing in roughly 300 fewer theaters in the United States than Wicked. As for Ridley Scott's legacy sequel, it survived enough box office waves to earn $111 million domestically while also bringing in a whopping $208 million overseas, leveling out at $320 million overall. It is also officially the highest-grossing movie of Denzel Washington's career. Dwayne Johnson's success also didn't stop with Moana 2, as his Christmas action flick with MCU veteran Chris Evans, Red 1, grossed $12.8 million, only a 2% drop after earning $13.2 million last weekend. A 2% drop is nearly unheard of, especially for a movie in its third weekend in theaters, after also delivering an update on Hobbs and Shaw 2 earlier in the week. It's safe to say it's been a big week for Red 1 writer Chris Morgan. Red 1's domestic and international totals are each hovering around the $75 million mark, with its worldwide total falling just under $150 million. Also experiencing another small drop is The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which hauled in $3.2 million during its fourth weekend in theaters, only a 4% drop from last weekend's $3.4 million total. Bonhoeffer, Pastor, Spy, Assassin, the political thriller featuring Alien, Romulus star David Johnson, also earned $2.4 million during its second weekend in theaters, landing it in the number 6 spot after debuting at number 4. After being in theaters for 6 full weeks, Tom Hardy's last outing as Eddie Brock, Venom, The Last Dance, earned $2.2 million in the number 7 spot after becoming one of the highest-grossing superhero movies of all time last week. Falling one to the number 8 spot this week is Heretic, the A24 horror film starring Hugh Grant that failed to earn $1 million, finishing at $956,000, a 57% drop from last weekend. Things are finally slowing down for The Wild Robot after 10 full weeks in theaters. It earned $670,000 but still boasts a worldwide total of just over $321 million. Smile 2, the horror sequel starring Naomi Scott, also fell particularly hard during its 7th full weekend in theaters, earning $438,000 but still nearing the end of its run with $68 million domestically and overseas for a worldwide total of $137 million. There's also a lot to look forward to coming later this month, but the biggest contenders on the board for box office success are certainly Sonic the Hedgehog 3, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, and a complete unknown. With a sneakily stacked cast, Robert Eggers' Nosferatu also has a chance to find major box office success, but it's worth noting that his last outing, The Northman, failed to earn back its budget. Still, the power of Keanu Reeves and a love for the video game franchise will certainly help Sonic 3, while Timothée Chalamet is riding high on his last 2 movies, Wonka and Dune, Part 2, earning more than $500 million at the box office. Other movies such as The Order, Jude Law, The Return, Ralph Fiennes, and Werewolves, Frank Grillo, are flop contenders to look out for in a month full of big-budget blockbusters. Moana 2 claimed the #1 spot at the box office this weekend, with Wicked following suit at #2 and Gladiator 2 falling to #3. Stay tuned to Collider for more box office updates and find tickets below for a showing of Moana 2 near you.